Hi everyone, it's Dr. Ramani. Welcome back to this YouTube channel that takes on just about every twist and turn you can think of in narcissistic relationships. And today we're going to take on, another proverb. And before we get to that proverb, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Join us on this channel. You'll know more about narcissism than you'd ever dreamed. And then hit that bell. You'll get notifications. We put out new content every day. And a lot of this content, not a lot, some, relates to these proverbs. These proverbs are actually classical proverbs from all kinds of cultures in the world. Teach us a lot about human nature, but believe it or not, a lot of them really link directly to narcissistic relationships. Some are wisdom and some are just bad lessons. And I'm here to sort of teach you about all of them. So let's take on one of those proverbs today. And that is, good things come to those who wait. Now this proverb, which sits alongside the equally annoying proverb of patience is a virtue, ranks up there as one of the most enabling proverbs. Although it has a sort of biblical feel, its origins are in fact more contemporary, and originally it was written as all things come to those who wait in a poem by someone named Lady Mary Montgomery Curry. So when it comes to narcissism, you know where this is going. Think of all of the bad advice you have ever received. Just be patient. This is just your partner's stress. People say things that they don't always mean. In time, your relationship will work out. And 5 or 10 or 50 years later, you're still waiting. This proverb is very enabling. It supports a sort of passivity and misguided belief that if you're patient enough, everything's going to work out. It's a bad assumption because what it does is that it lets narcissistic people off the hook for a while, the very essence of enabling. And the person who is suffering or struggling in the narcissistic relationship can just be put on ice for a while and nobody has to deal with their pain. Good things come to those who wait also plays upon the future faking of it all. The proverb itself is actually a bit of a future faking proverb. It gets muddled into the hope of the narcissistic relationship, the hope that has too much to do with narcissistic relationships. If I wait, then maybe my partner will change. Maybe my partner will someday see all of the wonderful things that I am. Maybe my partner will want to spend more time with me. Maybe my mother will finally notice me. Maybe my father will finally stop criticizing me. Maybe my siblings will want to stop competing with me. Maybe my boss will give me more credit. Someday, good things will come. Will this happen with a narcissist? No. No, they will not. What will come, and I can promise you that, is more rage, plenty of invalidation, lots of gaslighting, manipulation, more future faking, and lots of empty promises. If you buy into this proverb of good things come to those who wait, and you're in a narcissistic relationship, I can promise you that one thing that will definitely come is regret. I'm going to be honest, I remember personally, I was once in a job where it was just abusive and unreasonable and inequitable. It was just a mess. And there was all kinds of gaslighting and manipulation and BS. Awful. And I remember struggling in this job and asking more senior people in this career and them telling me, just be patient. It's a great job. And the people you work with are big names. Now, all of this happened, I was quite a bit younger. It was before I started studying narcissism, but it just didn't feel right. I ended up staying much longer than I should have because people kept telling me good things will come if I just wait. I ended up having to leave. It was making me sick. I took a less fancy job with less fancy people. Interestingly, I know people who stayed in that other job. They're still waiting for the good things to happen. People who are in narcissistic relationships are frustrated. And frankly, these relationships are frustrating to everyone else. Even if other people don't admit it, they can see when any relationship, including yours, is toxic in most cases. But there isn't a lot that other people can do. And people also don't feel like they can tell you, if you're their friend, that they think your partner is toxic because they may be afraid of losing you as a friend. Families may value family loyalty over protecting people within the family from the family toxicity. So proverbs like good things come to those who wait, they tend to keep people stuck in a narcissistic relationship. It tends to keep those people in a helpless position because, frankly, everyone around that relationship feels helpless too. Maybe you're able to get out of the narcissistic relationship. Maybe you're not able. Maybe you can set boundaries or gray rock. But no matter where you are at, you don't have to wait. Good things can come because you can make them come. Even a garden, yes, you plant the seed and you wait, but every day you are weeding and watering and taking care of it. In your life, stop waiting on the narcissist. In your life, good things will come if you just don't take the passive role of waiting on them, but instead focus on the healthy people in your life, the meaningful interests you have, and stop waiting for good things to come from the wrong source. So here's my revision on this proverb. Good things come to those who are patient with themselves and stop waiting for toxic people to come around. And instead of taking our wisdom from a turn of the century poem, let's keep it real. Let's stop waiting for buses that will never come, waiting for good things that are supposed to come, and take our lives back. A lot of the guidance, the bad guidance people get about narcissistic relationships is be patient. It might just get better. And then even therapists will future fake you, friends will future fake you, family will future fake you. Give it a minute. If it doesn't feel good, take a good, long, hard look at it and start having some important conversations with yourself. And stop blaming yourself and falling into this nonsense that patience is a virtue. Or as Oscar Wilde said it, patience is the most overrated virtue. Thanks again.